What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Y. This is episode number 29, and where we left off last time was right outside the Lost Hotel, actually on Route 15. We're also going to be exploring Route 16, so I don't know that we're actually going to get all the way up to Denomil Town in this episode. Perhaps next time. We're going to make it a goal to try to get close to the Frost Cavern by the end of the next episode, so we will see how things go. We're up against a Hex Maniac here. And she just has a Litwick, so we're just going to surf it. Level 38, going down, because Shinobi's just too much to handle. Anyway, before we get too far into this episode, I was trying to think of some kind of like light goal that we could do for this series now that I brought it back and it's going to be a regular thing. If I'm going to be doing it daily, I would like to try to, set some kind of goal, something like that. I think what I'm going to do is, because this series is not nearly as popular as the Wi-Fi battles, I think I'm just going to set it at 50 likes for now. We'll keep the 70 like goal for the Wi-Fi battles. We'll do 50 likes for this. So don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video, because it does help out a lot. It shows me you guys want to see more, and, I'll continue doing daily episodes of this. Now, that's enough of that stuff. Duosion's coming in. Fraxure says no. X-Scissor takes it down in one hit. And we are actually getting kind of sort of close to evolving this thing, because I'm pretty sure Fraxure evolves at level 48, and we're almost up to level 47, not quite though. I think we could possibly do that in this episode. Very, very, very possible, because there's going to be lots of trainers and stuff in the Lost Hotel and Route 16. We just have all kinds of things going on. There's a hidden item over here somewhere. I really don't know how to work this thing too well. I guess it's right there. Alright, so it's going to be an X defense. Fantastic. That was a waste of my time. I really don't like the X items. There's another item over here somewhere. I like getting the hidden items. Like, I really like searching for them and everything, but a majority of the ones that I find are just kind of silly, like the X items and dire hits and all of that stuff. I just never use them. All I do is sell them. I mean, the money's nice, but maybe over here? Where is this item? This is ridiculous. Am I just missing something here? Or I'm just the world's worst item finder? I don't know. I'm giving up on that for now. Some of you probably know where the item is, and you'll be raging in the comment section below, and I don't know if I'm even going to go back and get it, because I don't know that I care that much, but I gave it an honest effort. I really did. We're in another battle here, and this fairy tale girl is going to send out a Dedenne, so our life is pretty much over. This thing is going to sweep our entire team. Most likely. Oh, wait, no, we're faster. Wow, surprise, surprise. Surf actually takes this thing out. I've never used Dedenne competitively. I've seen some people running banded Dedenne in PU, and I think that's just hilarious. And I'm almost to the point where I just want to try it myself, but I haven't been able to do it yet. I don't have one bred either. I really just don't have a lot of 6th generation Pokemon, to be honest. Anyway, our opponent's going to send out the Aromatisse, which is just completely different than Dedenne, because this thing can take a hit or two. We're going to go for a Poison Jab, and basically the whole reason that I'm carrying Poison Jab on my Fraxure at all is to deal with these fairies that are everywhere. Otherwise, all my other moves would be resisted, or just not able to touch fairies at all, because they're immune to Dragon-type moves. So anyway, he survived, or she survived, I guess. The Aromatisse survived the Poison Jab somehow. But anyway, we're able to take it out with another hit. We're going to grow up to level 47. Look at that attack stat. Did you see that? 148. Not even fully evolved. My goodness, Fraxure, you are just too powerful. Too powerful. And it doesn't even have, like, max IVs or anything like that either. So that is a little bit crazy. Let's use another Repel, because we're going to head into the Lost Hotel here, and you can get attacked by wild Pokemon down here. There's some pretty cool things you can find. Litwick, Magneton. Actually, this is a great place to farm for Metal Coats before you get to the Friend Safari, or if you don't have Magneton. That's where I found quite a few, using the Compound Eyes strategy. So that's something to keep in mind. I think you can also find, what else is here? Rotom can be found here in trash cans, believe it or not. Anyway, our opponent, Punk Eye, was his name Punk Eye Sid? That's pretty freaking awesome, I have to say. He's going to start off with Scrafty here. We've got our Cowpay the second, and we should be able to take this thing out with a Force Palm. But we're going to Mega Evolve just because it's fun. Why not? We have the Mega Stone. We're not playing competitively. We don't have to worry about bans and all that stuff. We might as well just use it, right? I mean, it looks awesome. I wish it was a little bit less broken competitively, but that's besides the point. Scrafty just straight up dies to that Force Palm. We're going to grow up to level 47, and we're trying to learn Calm Mind here. I don't think I'm going to teach that to you because you are obviously not a special set. Not a special set at all. Whiskers grows up to level 47 too, and Sharpedo's coming out. We're going to stick with our Lucario because why not? We should outspeed this thing because we are like 8 levels higher. And just for shits and giggles, we're going to kill this thing with a Bone Rush. We get a crit on the first one and the second one. Back-to-back crits. That is pretty funny because I mean, if we only hit 2 or 3 times, we may have not killed that thing. That is kind of funny. Alright, in comes the Pawniard. And this thing is going to be quad weak to fighting. But it's also going to be 2 times weak to Bone Rush, and it's an unevolved form. So look how much Bone Rush does. That is so much. That was a good 80% in 1 hit. Down goes the Pawniard on the second hit. And yeah, that is pretty much that. That does it for Punk Guy Sid. That's just such an awesome name. Oh, it's so awesome. Alright, so these little trash cans over here are where you can find a Rotom. That's pretty cool. Banette can also be found in there, I think. I think that's the other Pokemon. Or is it Garbodor? I don't know. I feel like Garbodor would make sense. Why am I thinking Banette? I don't know. I don't even know what's happening right now. But let's go ahead and switch in Aurorus because I feel like I haven't used Aurorus a whole lot. I think the only time I used it recently was in a double battle. Maybe in the last episode? I don't know. It's all kind of like blending together. Punk Girl Jean challenging us. She's going to send out a Seviper, and that is an okay matchup for us. Pretty okay matchup, so we can just go for an Icy Wind here. Seviper's defenses are actually very bad, and Icy Wind's actually not going to take it out. It's going to lower its speed, but we're already faster, so that means nothing. Night Slash is coming our way. That does nothing too, so it's just nothing all the way around. Let's go for the Tri-Attack via the Nature Power, because that surprisingly is Aurorus's strongest stab move because it doesn't really get anything else. I mean, it gets Ice Beam, but with the Refrigerate boost, Tri-Attack's actually stronger than Ice Beam, and Blizzard's accuracy is terrible, so that's not something that you want to be using. So I like Nature Power, and it has 20 PP as well. And that's without PP ups or any of that jazz. So we're going to go for that again as this Arbok comes in, and he is not taking that no way, no how. Down he goes. So a couple of poison types there. That's pretty cool. I actually really like poison types. And before this generation, they were just absolutely terrible. The coverage is still bad, even in this generation, because the only thing that it really gained was being super effective on fairies, which is important and is useful, but its coverage is still bad. It's only super effective on 2 types, and yeah, I mean, and grass already has so many other weaknesses that, and on top of that, most grass types, well not most, but a lot of grass types are also poison type. So it just kind of like, no, it cancels it out, and just poison just seems silly. Anyway, Fracture's almost dead here. I did not even realize how low it is. But we're going to go for a Nature Power on the, I guess, the Garbodor? Now, let's go for it on the Pangoro. And then we can go for, do I really want to do it on the Pangoro? Yeah, I guess so. We're going to double attack this Pangoro and just kill this thing. He's going to go for the Sludge Bomb on the Fracture to take me out. I probably should have healed up. I definitely should have healed up. Why did I just let Fracture go down like that? That was silly. We're going to go for the Nature Power. That is going to take out this Pangoro. And Aurorus is going to get a lot of experience from this. So much. 1,557 experience points to be exact. And we're not going to learn anything. That is fine. And we need to choose a replacement for poor little Fracture. So let's go into Whiskers. Because Whiskers is awesome. And geez, Whiskers is already halfway on its way to level 48. I feel like it just grew up to level 47. I guess we've just been racking up the experience points in these last couple battles. There's the Flamethrower, and that just straight up one-shots this Garbodor. And I think it was at level 42, so it's only a 5-level difference. Whiskers is very, very powerful. Shinobi's going to grow to level 48. That is a lot of fun. And we'll get some decent money, and it's just a good time. Unfortunately, Fracture just bit the dust in that battle, and it's because I was careless and just didn't heal him up when I had the chance. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm sure I have revives somewhere. Do I? There we go. I have 9 revives. Well, now I have 8. And, yeah, I really want Fraxure to evolve in this episode. I mean, he only needs to grow up one more level, and I think he was close to halfway there. So we might as well keep, yeah, trying to level him up. I don't know what I'm just losing my, like, train of thought. This happens all the time. Like, mid-sentence, I forget what I was going to say. I feel like I am about 90 years old. Anyway, we cannot go in here yet because we haven't mastered all of the roller skating skills, and I'll probably come back into this later because you can get a TM in there. So that's something to keep in mind, but it's not something that we can do at this point. And did I go down here? I don't think I did. Or did I? No, I didn't, because there's an item down here. It's a smoke ball. That helps you escape from wild Pokemon without fail. That is pretty cool. I don't know if we'll ever actually use that, but it's nice to know that we have it, I guess. Repel's effect is going to wear off. We're going to use another one because I don't want to get attacked by wild Pokemon. I'm just not interested in that. I want to be able to roam freely through the grass and through the hotels and through caves and dungeons. To the east there, we just walked past the door. That is going to be Dendemille Town. I'm not going to stop there. I guess I could have to revive Fraxure, but I decided to use Revive anyway. So we're just going to move right on into Route 16. And there's another entrance to the Lost Hotel, just a different section of it that we can explore as we're picking up a Max Revive via the dowsing machine. So that is pretty cool. I will definitely put that to good use. I love Max Revives. It's a shame that you can't buy them. You just have to find them places. Just usually they're hidden items. Alright, so we're in the second section of the Lost Hotel here, and there's at least a couple of battles that we can do. There should be some items down here as well. And good thing we have Rock Smash on this Shinobi. I don't know why I have Rock Smash on a Greninja. I'm probably going to get rid of that at some point, but I just can't. I don't have enough slave Pokemon, I guess. Hawlucha just can't have all of the slave moves. He doesn't have enough slots for all of the moves that he can actually learn. So let's battle this guy. Punk Guy something or other. Let's see what his name is. Slater. Wow, that's actually a really cool name. Dunsparce is coming in, and that is his only Pokemon, so he is definitely a troll trainer. But we have Lucario out here. We're just going to use one of our 5 Force Palms that we have left to one-shot this thing. That's another Pokemon I've never used competitively, believe it or not. For all the weird things that I use, I've never used Dunsparce. Never gotten into it. It does get Coil, so it could have some decent use, I guess. And also gets Glare, so I mean, I guess I could see how it could be used, but I just have never tried it myself. Maybe I should sometime. Alright, so let's go for the Rock Smash here, and no items. No items at all. This is not cool. This person gives us a TM, I think. Yep, it's going to be TM number 56, which is Fling, and that is a completely useless TM in my opinion. I never enjoyed Fling because it makes you throw your item, so you can't really use it in-game, and I really wouldn't want to use it competitively either because I just don't like wasting my item. I feel like that's silly. I feel like it's counterproductive. So we have another battle here against a Punk Guy, and we'll see what he has. They seem to like dark types and poison types. He's going to actually have a dark and poison type, Skuntank. This guy actually has 2 Pokemon. No Dunsparce. A little disappointed. This thing's at level 40, so we should be able to take this out, I think, with the Flamethrower. I'm hoping. Yep, Skuntank isn't like the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, but it's not super frail either, so I wasn't positive that we could one-shot it. But Whiskers is just so powerful. He's trying to learn Hyper Voice, which is Stab. So we are definitely going to get rid of Headbutts for that. And, yeah, that's just pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. We have normal type Stab. Crawdaunt is coming in next, and we could switch out to pretty much anyone. Crawdaunt just doesn't really do much to my team, to be honest. The only thing it could really hurt would be Golurk, but I don't even have that on my team right now because I have my HM Slave Hawlucha. So that's that. Let's bring in Fraxure here, try to get it some experience, because like I said, I would love for it to evolve in this episode. So this Crawdaunt's at level 40 as well, so yet another Dark-type Pokemon. Going for that X-Scissor, and that just one-shots this Crawdaunt. I mean, Crawdaunt has pretty bad defenses. I think its physical defense is actually a little bit higher than its special defense, but it's not by, you know, a significant amount. And it doesn't have the best HP either, so it just pretty much dies to anything super effective. That's the life of Crawdaunt. So what is over here? Maybe another battle? Yep, it looks like we have another battle against Punk Girl this time. So more poison and dark types to come, most likely. She has 2 Pokemon. Her name is Cecile. And she's going to start off with Liepard. Or Leopard, however you want to say it. I usually say Liepard, I think. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I think I may just interchange the pronunciations of it. Anywho, we got Whiskers out here. We're going to go for a Hyper Voice. That animation is pretty freaking sweet, if I do say so myself. Leopard again, so we could just stay in. We might as well do that. I mean, I guess I could bring Fracture in, but Leopard or Liepard should outspeed Fracture, I'm guessing. I don't want to deal with any shenanigans. I don't know what this thing is packing in an in-game team. Anyway, it just straight up dies to Hyper Voice, so that's going to be the end of that battle. And that was a pretty easy match. Pretty easy match. Let's see what is down here. A couple of items, couple of places to use Rock Smash, it looks like. So let's go ahead and grab this item right here. Doesn't appear to be a TM or anything like that. It's actually going to be the Protector, which is a held item that evolves Rhydon when you trade it. So that is pretty cool. Actually, that's another Pokemon that I would like to try competitively, because Rhydon is actually a really, really good Pokemon, and it is super bulky with Eviolite. So it's just, I don't know, it's something that I would love to try. But I haven't gotten the chance to try it. I did use it quite extensively last generation. I think it was RU. If I'm not mistaken, Rhyperior was UU, Rhydon was RU. But yeah, I did get to use it last generation. It was worked out pretty well, I have to say. So let's, I guess, well, we don't need to use another Repel because, well, maybe we should have. There's all kinds of grass. I don't know, I'm losing my mind here. Apparently we can't go in that little crevice right there. It looked like we could run down it, but I guess I was mistaken. So let's see. We should probably heal up Fracture again. I know I could go to the Pokemon Center in Dendemille Town, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just use a Super Potion or two. It's really not that big of a deal. Alright, let's move the Amulet Coin over to Fracture and put him up in the front of the party, because like I said, I would love to get a Haxorus in this episode. And I know there's a couple trainers over here on skates. This is actually an area where you can get the Megastone for either Manectric or Houndoom, depending on what game that you are playing later on after the Elite Four. But that's something we'll get into later. I had a really difficult time tracking down these skaters for whatever reason, and they were just skating right by me. They were just ignoring me. They were acting like I wasn't even there, like I'm just beneath them. Like I don't matter. I matter. I definitely matter. We're going to go for the Dragon Claw on your Delcatty just out of pure spite. And it just straight up dies to that. Not surprisingly, Fracture is going to grow up to level 48, so I guess we didn't need to have it in the front of our party. It would have grown up to level 48 anyway. But we're not going to teach it Swords Dance because I like Dragon Dance better. Swan is coming up next. And we're going to stay in. And these Pokemon are pretty low leveled, only level 39. The Pokemon in the Lost Hotel were a little bit higher than that. A Dragon Claw is going to just one-shot this Swanna, even though we are not evolved yet. And now that we are evolving, after this battle, it's just, we're going to destroy everything. I kind of picked OP Pokemon for this playthrough, with Haxorus and Mega Lucario both being on my team. I know I have Aurorus and Pyroar as well, but still, I picked some really powerful Pokemon. And it's just because I like them. I always liked Haxorus. I was about to call it Hackerus. I don't know why. But look at him. He's beautiful. He's gorgeous. Not as gorgeous as the shiny sprite, I have to say. Or shiny model. They're 3D now. They're models. I'm sorry. Technicalities. The all-black shiny model is just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. But now that we have Haxorus, we are ready to wreck some faces. And we're going to try it out here against our opponent's Manectric. And we should be able to one-shot this thing with the Dragon Claw, I'm pretty sure. It is at level 40, but we're still 8 levels higher, and our attack is through the roof. There is the Dragon Claw. Yep, that just straight up one-shots this thing. Manectric has no chance against that whatsoever. Manectric is pretty frail. So, yeah, that's going to be the battle, and we get minuscule amounts of money there because these skaters and little kids, they just, I don't know, they're not as loaded as some of the other trainers that we go up against. So let's take a look at the stats here. 180 attack. Holy smokes. Holy cannoli. 100 defense, 89 special defense, and 115 speed, so just an incredible Pokemon. It's going to really help us through the end of the game, especially when we get to the Elite Four and even the end of the Team Flare saga, which is rapidly approaching. Now we're going to head on to the other section of Route 16 here. I think there's some more trainers over here, to be honest. I don't know that we're going to finish this in this episode. And I'm pretty sure this leads all the way back to, like, Castelia City, maybe? I'm not sure, and I'm a little bit too lazy to check the map. Advanced tips. Oh, yeah, Kenai has a little bit of a buff this generation where it ignores your opponent's evasion technique. So if it uses double team and all that stuff, Kenai just kind of acts like an unaware Pokemon just for those stats. So that's pretty cool if people, like, I don't know, if you're playing VGC or something and people are abusing Minimize, then you can just use that. I don't know. Alright, so we have another Crawdon that we're going up against here. Haxorus says, no. No, we're not dealing with Crawdon. Not dealing with Crawdon. X-Scissor just destroys its face. Hawlucha's going to grow up to level 39. Not that that matters at all. Sandslash is coming in next. And we are, I guess, going to switch. We can bring in Shinobi for this one. Sandslash actually has a decent defense stat. So I would like to one-shot this thing. That is what I prefer to do. One-shotting is fun. This thing is at level 39, so really not that strong. My team is really starting to pull away from some of these trainers as far as levels go. Surf is just going to straight up take this thing out. And Sandslash, yeah, cannot survive that. Not at all. Shinobi, growing up to level 49, so our team is just really coming together here. He's trying to learn Extra Sensory. And do I want to get rid of a move for that? I guess we can get rid of Lick. I mean, I haven't used Lick in forever. It was helpful when I was capturing Pokemon, just because it has the added effect of paralyzing. I think it's like a 30% chance. I feel like that's what it is. But, yeah, so we don't really need that anymore. I have my whole team. I'm not capturing too many other Pokemon at this point. So I'm trying to figure out where we're supposed to be going here. Looks like there's stairs and another battle down there. I don't know if I want to do that this time. So I guess what we're going to do is we're actually going to call it an episode here. Next time we're going to finish up on Route 16. Take it back to, I think, Castelia City. And then we can, after we're done exploring all of that stuff, we can take it back to Dendemil Town. And hopefully up to just about the Frost Cavern, if not actually getting into the Frost Cavern in the next episode. So I want to thank you all for watching. As always, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot. Remember, we're trying to get to 50, so if we can get there, that'd be great. I will see you all for the next episode, but until then, game on.